Top stories making headlines. Gaborone City Council concludes Breast Cancer Month with words of encouragement. BITC confirms Zotus Ghanzi Smart City. Bank of Botswana increased the monetary policy rate, MoPR, by 160 basis points from 1.9% to 3.5%. Good evening. Thank you for joining Lesedi Television News. I am Botsang Molefe. Every story is unique. Every journey matters. This has been the theme for the Long Breast Cancer Month, which falls in October of every year. The Gaborone City Council gathered at the Civic Hall to share with the employees about the effects of breast cancer that can have on individuals, both males and females. A lot of people think breast cancer affects females only, but according to Tata Onemuntebatsi, scourge worries both genders.
This day is a konetelelo. Isimolotse hela kgwedi ya November isimologa. Ele Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yaano mo letsatsing le ke letsatsi la bohelo la November. Re ne re konetelela gone Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Re heleletsa ka lona letsatsi lone le mme re heleletsa ka phuthego yone re heleletsa ka go ipela le go soboka tsotlhe tse ne re ntse re tare di dira kgwedi yotlhe.
The month of November will see the commencement of commemoration of men's health, known as Movember, which is celebrated to raise awareness and bring funds for men's health with the goal of helping men live happier, healthier, and longer lives. The movement, according to Veronica Moeketsi, specifically focuses on 3 key areas, which are prostate cancer, mental health, and suicide prevention. Participants, known as MoBros, start November clean-shaven and grow mustaches throughout the month to spark conversations and reduce the stigma surrounding this often overlooked health challenges.
Today we were closing the month breast cancer awareness in October. It was closing today, and we were launching the Movember month, which is the awareness month for men's health. So this month we call it Movember. More in the Movember meaning mustache for men. So it's a month for men's health. We'll be going around all our depots, teaching, educating, sensitizing all the Gaborone City Council employees. Come November, we are sensitizing men to understand their health, to take the responsibility of their health. So the other thing that we'll be covering is suicide prevention, because most men, especially when they are affected by prostate, testicular, under pressure, they cannot perform. So they become very angry, they become arrogant, gender-based violence. So we are trying to avoid those things. Ba tseneletse mo dikganyeng tsa bo gender-based violence ka lebaka la gore ba amegile mentally because of dikankere tse di abong di ba tshwere ka nako eo. Bile gape re bo re gatella molaetsa wa prevention ya suicide.
The event also saw some men coming along to support Breast Cancer Month and also prepare for November. Peterson Samson explained the need to be alert at all times and check their breast cancer status, including symptoms, at least once per month.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month go mo Gaborone City Council. Mo holong ha ka temering every story is unique, every journey matters. Ke le motho a re ne ke tsere tshotso gore gompeo ke be ke tshasta lipstick bile ke apere stiletto go supa ke mo ameno kenya mo se gajajeng se sa kankere se thasetseng batho ba bomme me sa thasela batho ba bomme hela se thasetse le bone batho ba borre ke tsa ke re rothe go a go pele re ka kgona ga go bonolo go nna le molwetse me hela ha rothe re tshwaragane re ka kgona go go emana no ke ebile re nna re ntse re gomotsana re nna le tumela gore nya mme motho a milweng ke seemo se o ka hola re re bothela ba malapa a milweng ke yone kankere le tsone tsa rona le ba ba milweng ke boletse jwa kankere ga ba nosi ba na le rona re na le bone ka nako tsotlhe go le monatela go le bothoko re tantse re tswela re ntse re na le bone modimo ta re sireletso ta re baballa go godisa sone se ga jaja sone seo sa kankere ke re ke a leboga.
The Botswana Investment and Trade Center, BITC, has clarified details about the proposed Zotus Smart City project, which has been relocated to Ghanzi. BITC CEO Keletsusitse Ulibile confirmed that Zotus City Development Group is a registered Botswana company and a subsidiary of the UK-based Zotus Group International. He emphasized that all agreements signed, including MOUs with the government, are non-binding and serve only a framework for collaboration. The $50 billion project will be privately funded at no cost to the government and has already attracted major global investors.
Zotus City Development Group Limited is a properly incorporated company registered in the Republic of Botswana by SIPA under the Botswana Companies Act. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of Zotus Group International from the United Kingdom, registered with the Companies House of the United Kingdom under number OC 439763. So it's a properly registered company in the UK. Zotus Group International filed its latest accounts with the Companies House in the UK in accordance with the UK's Companies Act of 2006, and they have registered as a holding and investment structuring vehicle. I want that to be understood. A holding and investment structuring vehicle, and therefore they maintain a dormant filing status. A dormant filing status until active operations and revenues can begin, particularly for this project and any other project that they are pushing around the world. And as I said in my speech, at the moment, and this has been emphasized with the promoters, the only contribution of government at the moment is to provide the land. That's all, no cost to government. But as Resihurutsi was saying, I am sure and certain that the promoters will make it open for government to decide if they want some level of participation. You remember the announcement of mega projects and co-investment. So if they see fit, they still have the space to determine that they want to participate in a way or another. We will get to that. But for now, no cost, no exposure to government.
Planned as a public-private partnership between Zotus Group, the government of Botswana and the Ghanzi District Council, the Kalahari Smart City, also known as Zotus City, aims to position Botswana as a future hub for trade and investment. A memorandum of agreement was signed at the Global Expo Botswana 2025. The project will be focusing on sectors such as logistics and trade through the Trans-Kalahari Corridor, renewable energy, fintech, aviation, tourism, innovation, and smart agriculture.
Right now, we've just identified a piece of land. As I said in my statement, further work is being done to make sure that that land can be availed, and if there are any subsistence rights that we are encroaching upon. But it's going to involve issues of planning, issues of modeling, issues of structuring, and when we get there, that's when we can have the details of the role and the participation of the local communities, including the aspect of sourcing materials. I know maybe the presenter peaked when he spoke about Dangote. You may have noted that there are a number of companies for local materials that we revealed at Global Expo, including Dangote, that will have an opportunity to participate in the project. So overall, I'm saying, still early stage, we are in the preliminaries, and some of the final details will definitely come.
At its October 30th meeting, the Monetary Policy Committee MPC of the Bank of Botswana raised the monetary policy rate, MoPR, by 160 basis points from 1.9% to 3.5%. However, commercial banks have been instructed not to increase their priority loan rates, S.
Komiti ya Banka ya Botswana e laolang merokotso ya kadimo ya madi e ne e kopanye maabane gompieno, mme tota e be tsa tshwetso gompieno ka di-30 tsa Phalane ya tlhola di-30 2025. Mo bokopanong jwa tsatsi leno, Komiti ya Banka ya Botswana e laolang merokotso betso ya kadimo ya madi e tsere tshwetso ya go oketsa selo sa morokotso go tswa go 1.9% go ya go 3.5%. Jaaka ke tlhalositse mo pegong ya sekgowa, se ga se oketse mebarekeng ya dikoloto, jaaka ke tlhalositse mo versioneng ya sekgowa. E direlwa go fokotsa manoko a merokotso e chargiwang ke dibanka jaaka re bua gompieno. Tshwetso e direlwa go lomaganya merokotso ya kadimo ya madi a laolwang ke Banka ya Botswana le merokotso e mo mebarakeng. Tshwetso e gape e a go thusa go rotloetsa babeeletsi go dira dipeeletso mo gae mo Botswana le go babalela boleng jwa ledi la pula. Ka jalo, dibanka ga di a tshwanela go oketsa merokotso ya tsone ya ka sekgwa go prime lending rate morago ga tshwetso ya ka ke buile. Jaanong gape, jaaka re buile maloba, komiti e kopana mo nakong e mo gae itsholelo e tsweletseng ka go sa dira sentle. Jaaka le itse selo se se dirwa ke kwelotlase ya thekiso ya ditaemane le go tlhoka go atlega mo megaleng e mengwe ya itsholelo, ntse a gona le maiteko a go tsosolosa mananeo a farologaneng a puso. Se se raya gore go ya pele re le lefatshe re tshwanetse go dira ka natla go godisa itsholelo. Jalo ke itumelela gore maikalelo a tlhomameng a teng mo lenaneo le go tweng Botswana Economic Transformation Program le NP 12 e go palamente ya Karibu.
The decision aims to strengthen market liquidity and regulatory consistency alongside earlier exchange rate adjustment made in July 2025 to preserve foreign reserves and external balance. The bank has introduced several support measures, including the long-term repo operations, suspension of PLR hikes, and initiatives to enhance foreign exchange market efficiency.
Commercial banks by the central banks, that has reduced significantly, averaging just over 3.1 billion since the adjustments in the exchange rate parameters, and that was coming from an average of over 4 billion. And also, what is important is to highlight that the foreign exchange interbank trading is showing some steady improvement since the adjustments. Before the adjustments, we had low activity in the interbank market, with trading in the interbank market averaging just around 2.4 billion. And since the adjustments, we have seen an increase to over 3.2 billion. And we have in the past indicated that indeed there is foreign currency holdings by banks and their customers in the market. And just to give you, some figures, that as at September, we had commercial banks holding foreign currency balances that is in the market of around 23.4 billion. And commercial banks themselves held foreign currency balances of about 19 billion. So the availability of this foreign exchange in the market does provide fluidity for interbank as well as bank to customer trading, which is exactly encouraged by these adjustments in the exchange rate parameters. Thank you, Governor.
That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching Lesedi Television News. Good night.